Good afternoon. Welcome to not BBC News Global. Welcome to my little lockdown blog. I've just done another little tour. I just thought it'd be funny to stand in front of this and pretend I'm doing a news report, which actually is quite hard being a presenter. Very hard. I couldn't do what they do. Anyway, I'm doing standing news. The news today is that we're still in lockdown. And globally, the world is suffering economically. In other news, I am feeling like I'm doing better following this Slimming plan. But I feel like I've still got a lot to do. I'm just going to move away from it because it's nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing better than I was, but I need to improve still. There's always room for improvement. And yeah, that's what I need to do. Let's sit in this little booth. I don't know what I can... Well, I do know what I can do. I can write stuff down. But I know my two key areas where I fail, and that is Saturday and Sunday. So if we can just wipe those 2 days out of the calendar, I think I'll be sorted. But it's not even Saturday and Sunday. It's Saturday evening and Sunday evening. Maybe I should just go to bed at like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock when the boys go to bed. I really want to get back into the habit of measuring the wine. But it's so hard. I do start to wonder whether I am actually an alcoholic. Because yeah. I mean, I could go without it, but I don't want to. And that's scary. But do I want to enough to lose weight? That is the question. Because it is what is impeding me, I'm sure of it. I just find it so boring if I don't have a drink. Like, it's just, I suppose it's just a habit, isn't it? I've just got to break that cycle. I'm going to think about having Malibu and Pepsi, Pepsi Max, because when I have Malibu and Pepsi, I have it in a really long glass, and I put a tiny bit of Malibu at the bottom because it's just enough to give it a bit of a coconutty flavour. And you still feel like you're having a drink. So maybe I'll try that and put it in a wine glass. So psychologically, I think I'm having it will be an alcoholic drink, but I'll feel like I'm having wine, even though it's fizzy. Yeah, so that's what I struggle with. And I can't really say that in the consultant group, because they don't want to hear that you're struggling with alcohol, because it's not an AA meeting. But equally, that does have an effect on my food choices, and it is sins at the end of the day. It's a lot of sins. So if I can swap it for lower sin drink, or measure it and stick to the sins. But actually what I've been doing is kind of keeping sins low on the other days to try and compensate, and I've been increasing my activity. Although I say that, I haven't done as much this week as I had done the previous 2 weeks, although I'm still on course for this is the 3rd week of my bronze body magic. So I'm still managing to do that. I'm using stairs. I'm doing 15 minutes. I go up the stairs, I go around this building at a fast pace. Obviously I've stopped for a minute. And then I go down the stairs and then I do a few step ups using the stairs. I do a few lunges, just to try and get the heart rate going, and do that for 15 or 20 minutes. But I haven't done as much because on Sunday I took the boys out on their scooters and I was walking, and on the way back I tripped and fell straight over. I tripped on a bit of plastic, some plastic loop that you'd get around a parcel, and it's fucking painful, excuse my language. Yeah, I went down like a ton of bricks. Yeah, so my knee, I was in agony, and even now my back hurts from that. It's weird how the sort of pain spreads, because initially my knee was really swollen on my right knee. I've got a big bruise on my ankle, but my ankle didn't hurt, and that's gone down a bit. Both knees are bruised, one worse than the other, but that feels well. Obviously I've smashed my nose mildly and hands, but actually, so after, it really hurt the leg, but then after a couple of days my back was hurting, so I feel like, and my arm, even my arm, left arm, really aches at the top, so well, I suppose it's jolted. It's amazing how much it, I can totally get why when old people fall over, it takes them a long time to get over. I'm not saying it's going to take me a long time to get over, obviously I'm over it, but it's just the pains carry on. It's not just that day, and so I've got pain in my back, which I always have had problems with my back in the past, and so it doesn't help. And I get driving home last night, I had terrible sciatica pain in my left leg, my left bum cheek really, and I don't know if anyone's ever had sciatica pain. It's not nice, because you can't, any position doesn't really relieve, especially when you're driving a car. You can't, there's not really a lot you can do when you're going down a motorway. So yeah, it's had an impact on how much exercise I've wanted to do, because I don't want to flare up any injury. But I'm still trying to get those 45 minutes in for this week. At the end of the day, it's only 45 minutes spread over a few days, so I'm doing some today. Normally I do this on a Thursday, today's Friday. And then I'll see what the weather's like tomorrow. I might try and get out and do some exercise in the garden or something tomorrow. But if not, Sunday, and then Monday, just to make sure I get my 3 days in there. I'm sure I've done some on the other days as well. On Wednesday I'm sure I did some. So I'd have definitely got my 3 weeks, and then I've only got to do next week, and I'd have got my bronze. Anyway, I'm rambling now. If anyone's got any ideas how I can improve these, let me know, because I don't want you to be bored by me. I'm boring myself. I just need to work hard. I was looking at, because we moved over to the new Slimming World app, I've not really had a chance to fully look at it, but when it came over and it said we've transferred your data, we have your current weight at 10 stone 4, with your target weight, I think that's right, 10 stone 4, target weight 10 stone or something, I can't remember what it was now. I was like, bringing miles off that. It's kind of depressing to see how far you did get, and to know how far you've drifted away from it. There's not really a lot I can do about that, other than God, this is quite hard actually. I get quite emotional. Other than to get back on it. Sorry, I wasn't going to. I feel like I'm getting emotional about it. Thing is, as well, I drifted. I've drifted away. Oh God, I'm going to cry. Don't want to cry. Sorry. I drifted away from the weight that I was at because of a family bereavement. don't get me wrong, I wasn't close to the person particularly. Dean was my cousin. So I blame him. It's his fault. Not just his fault actually, but the emotional side of that did affect me. And that came just after Christmas, so obviously we all put on weight over Christmas, and I've never really got back to that the level that I was at pre that. So it's not affecting me now. That doesn't worry me now. That's not what's stopping me in any way, shape or form. But it's just that initial seeing that weight that I was at, and in fact I was a lot less than that. It kind of hit home to me how much I've let myself go. I was going to say let myself down. Not let myself down, but let myself go and relax too much. So I just need to get back on it, really, and fully focus, because I do. A good friend of ours that goes to our group, well, she's not on it at the moment, but I won't say her name. But anyway, she used to say how good she felt when she was at her target weight, and I totally get that. And when you get to target, you feel so happy, so you think, I've nailed this. And I remember saying in group, I'll never forget how to do this plan. It's ingrained, it's up here, and I'm so happy to be where I am now. And yet, but then that was quite naive of me, really, because on reflection, because obviously things do happen in life that screw you up and mess up your day-to-day activities and your day-to-day plans. So I've let too many bad habits creep back in, so I kind of need to get back on track. And I'm getting there. I'm setting smaller goals, so my goal this time is to get Bronze Body Magic Award, first and foremost, and to keep doing that for a bit more than 4 weeks, and then I'll go for this silver. And I looked at my pre-lockdown weight, and that's what I'm going to go for. So I've only got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.5 pounds to get back to my pre-lockdown weight. So, sorry this was a bit of a turned into a bit of an emotional one, well, for me anyway. I don't mean to be depressed. I'm not a depressed person usually. I'm quite upbeat and jolly, and so I don't usually get down. And I'm really not down. It's just talking about my cousin. Yeah, I'm not worried in the slightest, really. I know I can get back on track. I know I can do it. It's just that thought that you've got that mountain to climb again, and then you think, why the fuck did I let myself drift back down this mountain that I've spent ages to climb? Maybe I need the right gear. I need to get. Yeah, I feel like I've, going on the analogy thing, I feel like I've slid down the mountain, and instead of keeping the hiking post, what do they call that? Hiking stick, walking stick, and your walking boots on and your backpack, and you're good to go. I've ditched all that, and I've got a swimsuit on, and I'm chilled. I've got my prosecco or my cocktail, and I'm trying to climb this mountain in the wrong gear, in the wrong mindset. So I need to get that gear and start sorting myself out, which I will do. We all will. We'll all get up that mountain, and I'll see you at the top.